Hello there, everyone, and a very happy Thursday. I do hope that you're having a great week so far and that you have something nice planned for the weekend. So the lovely Angel is behind the badge today, so she'll be popping in all of the links and hopefully we can get through a project without any hiccups because I've had a couple already. Hello, everyone that has joined me and is popping in on the chat. Hey there, Millie, and also Lisa. Thank you so much for joining me. Also, please don't forget to share because if you do, you are in with a chance of winning a $15 gift certificate to the Altenew store. You can also press like if you like what we're doing, and also you can sign up for notifications too. So, hello there, everyone. After I've gone through my spiel, I am going to pop you guys down so we can take a look at what we're going to be working with today. I have chosen an oldie but a goodie set. I wanted to grab out a couple of things that are a little bit older, but you can also still do so much with. So I am going to grab, I'm going to pop myself down and then we can take a look at what we're going to be doing. So the lovely Angel has popped in now. So you can see that she is there. Thank you everyone else that has popped in. Hey there, Nancy. And thank you so much for sharing, everyone. Okay, so I have my fabulous ultra sticky mat on my table. This is one of the tools that seriously I didn't know I needed until I had it, and it's just one of those that never leaves my desk now. So I am going to be using the Build a Garden Nature's Magic, and I also grabbed out this. Now this is the stitched scallop circles. Now this is kind of cool because in here we have scalloped circles that have both the stitching on either side of the opening. So that means when I cut this out of a piece of cardstock, I'm going to get the innie and the outie that I can use. Hi Samara and Juliet and Lorraine. Hey there, Sue. I hope that you're all good. So this is the one that I'm going to use. This is a really, I don't know, it's really cool. I love this. So I am going to be using this one as well. Yeah, Vicky, this sticky mat is one of my favorites. I've also got a little stain on mine. So I was using the cardinals on this and it's stained a little bit, but that is going to not kind of negate any of the functionality that we have with this. Yeah, so this is a cool one. So we have the innie and out, and it's not very often that we get stitched dies at Altenew. So I decided to give this one a go today. So I am going to create maybe two, but I'm going to start by cutting out a window. So we do have a number of different dies. So there's 5, and I'm probably, I want to use that kind of small one, I think. So I'm trying to keep my supplies to a minimum today. I know Angel's going to be so shocked because normally she has to come and, yeah, she comes in and I'm like throwing everything at her, but I'm not going to do that today. So I'm going to grab the second largest because I think I can kind of have this dangling around that outside edge. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to use my fabulous satin masking tape. I'm going to use that. I'm glad that you watched the replay. It's good to watch those replays. Please let us know if you would like the lives edited in some way after the live. Would that be easier to watch, or is it still okay to watch as it is? So I'm bringing in my cutting machine, and if any of you are like me and you can't run a white panel through your embossing machine because it's a little bit dirty, I just use a piece of scrap paper over the top if I'm using white. Hey there, Tracy. Serena, yes, the Build a Garden sets. And I love this one because it's a smaller set. So, I don't know, it's just very cute. And the images are so, so dainty. Okay, so I'm just going to run this through. Oops, come on. There we go. Hi there, Nancy and Melissa. Oh, we're getting lots of people in today. I love it when we get a lot of people in. So I have my little panel here. Trying to move things out because you know how it gets. You start crafting and things just build up on the sides. So I have my little panel and we do have the stitching around the outside edge. And then with this one, yeah, Julia, I don't know. I'm not one for cleaning. I'd rather just use a piece of scrap paper, and I will literally use this piece of scrap paper until it's too thin to use again. But yeah, I just keep using it. And then I also have this other piece. So both of the pieces you have that detailing on, so you're not going to waste them. With this piece, I did want to add a little bit more detail. So I'm going to go in with the Mod Squares. This is, again, an oldie but a goodie. I did want to grab out some older supplies. So I am going to place that in and then run that through my die cutting machine. If you are using a Spellbinders Platinum 6, what I do is I just use the usual sandwich for cutting, but I don't add on the extra top cutting plate. That's it. That's the only kind of difference I make from embossing folders to die cutting. Tracy, it's the fabulous angel behind the badge today. Oh, it's cold. Yeah, Melissa. I have had the heating on for, I don't know, a couple of weeks now. I'm not one for the cold. I'd rather it is nice and warm, but you know, we live in the UK. Yeah. So here we go. That is, we've still got that detailing around the edge, but we now have that kind of checkerboard effect, and then we have our extra piece that may be for another project over to the side. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to bring in my sticky mat now that we have our panels, and I'm going to go ahead and create my images. So I have some cards like this is on the thicker side. I think I've grabbed a thick one, but we're good. Yeah, Brenda, it's been a while since I've used this one, but it's kind of, it feels like a quilt, like a quilting fabric and it's, you know, it's autumn now, so maybe we need to think about these cooler weathers. Okay. And why am I using my sticky mat? I'll use my sticky mat when I need to stamp, and I'm just getting ahead of myself because I don't want to take that off my desk. All right, okay, so I've grabbed my stamp wheel and I'm going to stamp these two images. I am going to be using the jet black ink. Normally, if I was just doing this and I didn't have to worry about time, I would definitely use my obsidian black. But, you know, I'm in a live situation, and, you know, we know that if I'm going to blend, which I'm going to be ink blending, the obsidian black's not great for that straight away. You do need to let that dry. So Juliet, yes, your sticky mat will lose sticky, but you can replace the sticky just by cleaning it. So all you literally need to do is take a baby wipe, a wet cloth, you can run it under your tap, and once it's dry again, your sticky mat is sticky. So don't think it's one of those things that you're going to buy again and again and again. You're not. You're going to buy it once and then reuse it, but then you're probably going to buy another one because you're going to want more of your desk to have that stickiness. It's also great for kind of keeping things down into place. If you work, like if you're working on the sofa and you have a tray that you put on your lap, you could put one of the sticky mats on the tray, and then if you put your kind of pencils down, it'll kind of grip to that as well, so they won't roll anywhere. So if you do like colouring in front of the TV, I would recommend, you know, getting a tray, getting a sticky mat and just popping it on top. Okay, so that's the jet black. Squidging that down. Hopefully I'm going to be able to fit the images again. Not that I might not use all of the images again, but it's nice to have them. So there was a little bit of a delay on the stamp wheel order. Yes, there was. There was a little bit of a delay in us getting them. So that is the reason. We want to make sure that everything's perfect and polished by the time it gets to everyone. Oh, yes, Carrie. What a fabulous Christmas present. You have this on your wish list for Christmas. Fab. All right, so I'm just going to squidge that down. Terry, it's the easiest thing to clean. All right, so in theory, well, not in theory, in practice, I have a sticky mat in here. So if you have the stamp wheel, you are going to have a sticky mat already in, if that's the stamp wheel OG, so the first one, or the stamp wheel 2.0. Literally, if I was to get anything, on here, okay, you can see, all I would need to do is, I should have some baby wipes, but I don't. I have some water and some kitchen towel, and you can see that I've just cleaned it off with that. It's how you would clean a stamp is how you're going to clean your sticky mat. That's it. Don't worry too much about it. I mean, don't use any harsh kind of, alcohol cleaner. I wouldn't recommend anything like that, but you could use a stamp cleaner, a mild soap on it. You can use a chamois, baby wipes, wet wipes, anything like that. As it's sticky, obviously things are going to stick to it. So if you have dirt around, dust, dog hair, that sticks to this very, very well. But like you would do with a stamp, just clean that off and you're going to be good to go again. Okay, so I have my images here. And we have the Build a Garden Nature's Magic stencils. So let's go in with stencil number 1. So we do have the etchings on here. We do have the layering guide as well within the packaging. So this is going to color in this. All right, I'm going to go in with some pinks and some yellows. Just some random things over that. Why can't I find the blue horizon? Maybe, Angel, can you correct me if I'm wrong. Was the blue horizon in a retreat, or is it named something a little bit differently? I'm not quite sure. Laurie, I think I'm going to say, if you ever get a sticky mat, you'll use it and then you'll think, oh, why didn't I have one of these before? Because I did the same thing. I was like, all right, okay, it's a sticky mat, but it is the one tool that I would say that everyone needs. If you have trouble keeping things in place, you can see that I'm using it to keep my stencil down. There is no need for tape, and you can see that I could literally stencil and ink blend with just one hand. I can stick my little blending tools on that. I can stick my inks on there, so I only need one hand to open it. Okay, thank you, Angel. Yes, so the reason why you can't find the Blue Horizon is because it's not yet ready for purchase. So the color that I've just used round in wreath shapes. You can use it to get a mirrored stamping. It's a very handy tool. I love mine very much. And also you do get the fabulous sticky mat in it. So I'm just going in with the strawberry, but I do want more of a darker tone in the center of the flower. So I'm going to go in with the dusty pink. I'm sorry if I froze. Am I back now? Are we good? Because I can see me moving on the screen. I don't know if that's, I'll just keep going. Yes, yes, I'm back. Okay, thank you. Sorry, yeah. I told Angel before I come on, I was like, I'm having some trouble, but hopefully it's back off and we're all right again now. So I've just added a tiny bit of the dusty pink just with one of the micro blending tools. Oops. And that is very pretty blending that we have there. So I'm just going to turn this around and fit in the other images. So you can see just how quick and easy this is to do. Because I've got that sticky mat, I'm just sticking it down to the places where it needs to be sticky and then going in again. So this is the Icy Lemonade. Again, just on those tips. And then we're going to go in with the pinks again. I do love mixing and matching color families on flowers. I think that it gives such different detailing and you could never get the kind of same perfect look again. So this is the strawberry. And then we're going to add some more of that darker shade, which is the dusty pink, into the center. Yes, there is a free class on the stamp wheel. And there may be a new class coming on the Stamp Wheel 2.0 as well. So keep an eye out for that. We do have various classes. We have free classes on Altenew Academy, you know, the 101 classes on a lot of different subjects. We also have paid classes if you want more of a cohesive kind of class structure. We have lots of different things going on Altenew Academy all of the time. So I'm just going to add in the flower centers here. I'm going to use a orangey color. And I'm going to go in with golden honeycomb. Okay, so there we go. So that one was the golden honeycomb. And there's our first flower pieces done. You have hellebores, Melissa? Oh, they are very pretty. I'm going to go in with a stencil number 2. This is going to add a detail layer to the flowers that we've just added. I do need to just move that over slightly so I can get this in perfect. I have to say, even if you don't get it perfect, it's still going to look really pretty, so don't worry too much. Again, sticky mat is keeping my cardstock down and my stencil, so I love that. Right, I'm going to go in with dusty pink onto this second layer. Try not to go all the way to the edge. I don't think I need. I do want a soft blend here. So I'm adding that dusty pink down. And then I'm going to add a darker tone with the blush rose. So blush rose is the one that I'm going for. These micro blending tools are just so cute. If you have little tiny areas that you want to do, or you just want to add some really kind of tiny shadings, these may be ones that you want to get. There is definitely a need, I think, for all of the different sizes that we have. They look so pretty. Okay, and now we're going to add in the leaves. So the reason being why we kind of have so many different layers on one stencil is because we want to keep the cost down for, you know, for pricing. So if we were to have these all on different stencils, we would need a lot more than 4 that we've got in this kit, and we want to be able to keep that price point lower for everyone. So that's why we have them, and so you just kind of shift them around rather than use a new stencil every time. Okay. So yes, they are called the stitched scalloped circles. So this one is the jade that I'm using. Okay, so that's the jade down. And does look very pretty. And I'm going to add in the second layer. Oops. See how that actually stuck just lying down like that? All right. And eucalyptus is going to be my second tone for that one. Do you feel that, you know, ink blending is very relaxing? What do you find more relaxing? Ink blending or watercoloring? Please let me know. I'm nosy. Everyone knows how nosy I am. All right, so there we go. That is our full flower for that one. It is so, so pretty. All right, okay, I am gonna do these two on one card maybe, and then this on another. Let's change up the colors a little. So this is stencil number 3. I may need to move this down a little bit. Watercolor in. Okay, both for Terry. See, I'm not sure. I mean, watercoloring does take me longer. So maybe I'm putting more relaxation time into it. This is like if, especially ink blending, I think it's easier maybe. And you can do it a little bit quicker. So for these flowers, I'm going to go in with these kind of colors. I have some purpley blues. Angel, can you not choose? Oh, ink blending. Oh, someone's a perfectionist with watercolor. Andrea's a watercolor. Coloring in watercolor with coloring stencils. Okay. Right, I'm going to go in with purple on the tips. All right, so I may use pale mauve or amethyst. And then I'm going to go with water hyacinth and alpine aster. I don't paint walls very well. I'm rubbish when it comes to having to paint walls. My husband has to do that because I start it, and because there's such a huge expanse, I get bored halfway. So he's like, right, okay, so I'm going to take over now. I was like, yeah. All right, so I'm going to try pale mauve first. Okay. Oh gosh, mine's a little bit juicy. So if you find that yours is a little bit juicy and mine has leaked a little bit, just take a kitchen towel, just wipe some of that ink off, and then that'll stop it from kind of juicing from the outside. But, you know, if you didn't want to waste the ink, just make sure that you keep it stood upright and it's just going to be juicier for a little bit longer. I wouldn't worry too much about it. So imagine that pale mauve around the outside there. Terry, you can buy them in color families. So what we've done is we've grouped inks together in color families, what we call in groups of 4. So you can easily see which colors go together in kind of tonal shades from light to dark. Yes, they are water reactive, but you don't have to buy them in packs of 4. You can just go in with 1 or 2. It's completely up to you. So I'm just going to go in with the one color, which is the pale mauve for that one. I'm just going to try with the Alpine Aster. I'm going to go straight in with it. I know. Tracy, I believe you can download the catalogue from our freebies on the website. So if you look on the website, there's a kind of row of things at the top, and one of them says freebies. If you go in there, you can get lots of different things, and I'm sure our product catalog is in there as well. So that is the Alpine Aster that I've gone in with there. Just adding it into the center. It's weird because I don't normally use purpley tones, but I think that looks quite pretty. So I'm going to do the same on this side. I've got myself, I'm boxing myself in with ink. Oh, Tracy, you know about the freebie page. Yes, everyone should know about the freebie page. If you don't know about the freebie page, everyone, go and take a look at it. You have layering guides in there. I believe there's some free coloring pages. Yeah, there's some goodies there. Swatches of all kinds. And I do believe that we do have product catalogs there as well. Oh, Tracy, yes, we do have color palette guides as well. So if you really wanted to kind of mix up your color palettes, but you weren't sure where to start, you can start on our freebies page. We're always there adding things in, things that we maybe think that we need ourselves. That's mostly what we do. We're like, okay, we need that. So as crafters, we're like, yeah, if we need it, maybe other people need it too. Okay, so pale mauve and Alpine Aster is the blue. So Sarah Jane Kennedy, if you go to our website, maybe Angel might be able to kind of pop in the link. I'm not sure. But you go onto our website, and along the top, you know where it says like shop and things like that, there is one that says freebies. Click on that and have a good perusal of what we've got on there. You may find something that is there to your liking. All right, so let's go again with the colors that we did before. So pale mauve, we're going with the top parts. And then in with the blue. Oh, thank you, Mary. We're glad that you like what we are coming up with. Should have got a larger one. It's really not helping me out having such a small blending tool. There we go. Oops. There you go. These ones, I don't know. Looking a bit weddingy, maybe. There we go. Okay. So this is one of the mini micro blending tools. Sorry. So I don't know if you can see, but this is our minis. These come in a pack of 4, and they're, you know, these are very handy. But if you do want the smaller ones, we have the micros, and they do come in a pack of 4, but you get 2 of the 10 and 2 of the 7. So hopefully you can see the kind of size difference that we have going on there, just in case. I tend to have more of these than I do these ones, but you know, if you use smaller stencils all the time, it may be worthwhile getting some of these smaller ones. Okay. Juliet, so the ones I have, I'm kind of picking from different sets. I just thought I would really play around with the colors that we have. So the Alpine Aster, I believe, is from the Lapis Lazuli, and the Pale Mauve is from the Sugar Plums set. So we do have them in various different sets for those ones. And we do have a second layer for this one. And it looks like, because it's going to be on the edge, that I'm going to need another purple. So I'll use another purple tone from the Sugar Plums family, which is the Amethyst. Again, this one's juicy, so I'm just going to tap that off in there. I don't want to waste that ink. No one wants to waste ink. Oh, Blue Mountains. Sorry. Angel got me. She caught me out. It's from the Blue Mountains. I thought it was from the Lapis Lazuli. Never mind. I've had a star deducted from my knowledge today. Angel's beating me today. Thank you, Angel. Okay. So again, this one is the Amethyst. And I believe I'm right in saying that this one is the Sugar Plums set. All right, okay. We do have some little flower centers here. Okay. And I'm going to go in with the Oolong Tea. And I believe this is from the Wood Warbler set. I really like the name Wood Warbler, so I'm not going to forget that one. Even though I'm adding kind of a lighter color to the darker color underneath, it'll kind of bleach it out slightly. You do need to be a little bit careful when you're adding light colors on top of other colors, because, you know, they're going to blend on top of each other, but these ones do tend to kind of even themselves out a little. So we're going to get more of that kind of yellow tone than more of a greeny tone on there. All right. So we just need to add in the leaves. I'm going to go in with the same greens as I had before because they're the only greens I got out to work with today. So that's the only reason. So if you were just like me and you're like, yep, that's not lining up completely, check which side your etching's on. I've done it many times and I'm like, no, this isn't working. This is wrong, but it's not. It's just me. I've got the stencil flipped over to the wrong side. I'm going to use the same colors as before, so I'm going to go in with the Jade first. Juliet, for the inks, no, you do not need to heat set these to make them permanent on cardstock. If you do get them wet, they will run. Hopefully that answers your question. Oh, Tracy, yes. Green set. I like the green finch. Questioning one. Yes. Cardinal. We have a robin redbreast. We don't have cardinals in the UK. I didn't even see one when I went over. So, a cardinal. Jane has ordered the 2-point. Congrats. I know you are going to love it. It is fabulous. It's so great to have that large working area. If you are one that tends to go straight onto card bases, I applaud you, because I can't. I always get a dirty back. But you can just stamp onto a card base with it open flat in the Stamp World 2.0. It's fab. Okay, and then we're going to go in with eucalyptus. No, you don't need to heat set these. They are dye, so they will. The reason why they're called dye is because they literally dye the cardstock. So they're going to sink in to your cardstock and dye the fibers. So you shouldn't need to heat set them, but like I said, these are water-based, so they will move with water. So if you got them wet, you may see that, you know, they're kind of smudged and moved around a little. All right. Okay, so we have some cool colors going on, and we are going to die cut these. Oh, there we go. Let's move that over. I'm trying to find a way to bring my die cutting machine out, but because I've used all of the inks, I'm having trouble trying to find some space. So sorry everyone, just give me a sec. I really wish I was one of those that could tidy while I was crafting, but I do not have that superpower. That is not one that I own. All right, so we are going to die cut these. So if you do get the Build a Garden, even Nature's Magic, you do actually get the dies in with it as well. So you don't even have to pussycat. I do like to pussycat, but you don't have to. I just love how dainty these flowers are. Right, we are going to need a bit of tape. I'm going to use the one that I used before. And we can put these in. So it is an open face die, so you're going to be able to see what or where you're cutting through. A little bit more tape. Thank you so much for sharing, everyone. If you do share this live stream, you are in with a chance of winning a $15 gift certificate to the Altenew store. Okay. This one is very, I don't know, very Demore. Demore is the right way of saying it, right? The kind of purpley tones. Not somewhere I would normally go, but we've been there. We've gone there today. Okay. Oops. Now I'm dropping things. And we just need to cut that other one out again. Move those off. Thank you so much. I'm really liking the colors. I mean, normally the pink and the yellow is where I normally go for colors. The purple and the blue, not so much, but you know what? It's very pretty. It's very classy, I would say. If you were to choose, would you go, which is your favorite? Either the pink and the yellow one or the blue and the purple one? Please let me know. Okay, so there we go. Now we can kind of put our little projects together. Okay, so this is my first one. And we are going to be, using. All right, I have a little bit of spot of dirt on that. Let's move that around. I do want some foam tape. I don't know where I've popped it. Hello, Mr. Foam Tape. Where did you go? There he is. Purple, blue and purple. Okay, blue and purple. See, I'm with Laurie. I'm always going to go with the pink and yellow. It's the kind of colours that I always grab. So, yeah. I think me and Sue have very, I don't know, I'm not going to say samey, but similar tastes when it comes to things. So, for this one, I kind of want this to be poking out, but I want to be able to get the sentiment in there as well. So I'm just going to arrange it where I want it to be and then try and pick a sentiment that's going to fit in that circle. So I haven't glued this down, so you can see that I'm still wiggling it around, and then I'm going to grab my block. And we have some really cute sentiments in here. We have wishing you a beautiful day, bloom where you're planted, and hello dear friend. Let's go with hello dear friend. It's quite dainty. Tap, tap, tap. Okay. Oh no, I didn't get it. And then I'm going to go back in. Sorry, everyone. You're going to be able to see my head. But yes, we got it back over. That one's always a bit scary, isn't it, when you go back in with a sentiment, because you're like, I'm never going to get this in the right place again, ever. Yeah, sometimes we're good. All right, so I do want to keep that in place. So what I'm going to do is add a little bit of tape behind that one. And all right, so that's kept that in place. All I'm going to need to do now is add the glue. Well, some tape to behind it. Roxanne, I know. I was like, okay, this is happening. But if you have the stamp wheel, you know, you don't need to take that risk. You can definitely, you know, restamp. The sentiments, I don't know what it is. I'm always one for the blocks. I'll go blocks. All right, okay. I'm going to add a little bit behind my flowers. I don't need to add a whole lot more than that. We're good. Okay. Tracy, I know. Hand stamping. Sentiments is always a hand stamp for me. Okay. All right. All right, so we're going to pop this back into place now, and then we're going to get on to a second one. Right there, look at that. There's the second one. There's number one. Let's, you know, we have these other things. Let's use them. So we have our two other things, and I think we can use these on one card. Okay. So maybe we should do another background. You know, we have the fabulous mod squares on there. Let's use it again. Let's try and find it so we can use it again. Okay. So pop that in. And I'm just going to emboss it like I did before. So, oops. I am going to be using my platinum. And I'm just using the normal sandwich, but without one of those cutting plates. And that's going to run through perfectly. Okay. So we have our background. We have our two different flowers. And we also had, there we go, the little circle from here. So we just cut that out from before. Just bend that up a little bit. Let's pretend it's on a proper card. And this is again from the stitched scalloped circles. I believe this is the second largest one. So I'm just going to place that down, and the flowers are going to come from behind this time. Now, I'm thinking I am going to want some more of that pink up the top, and I don't want to do another one. So I am going to steal this flower. I know, I'm so bad. I've stole him. And you know what? You never knew he was there. But he's going to add so much. Just popping up to the top of there. Just to add that colour there. Oh yes, Serena, we will pop this on the other side. Good call. Serena's saying to make it look a little bit more different, we can add the deboss side. But I've got that already on that, and I didn't stamp my sentiment. Sorry, everyone. I know. So, Serena, we are going to go this side with it. Oh, that looks so pretty. And we are going to add a sentiment on. Let's go in with 2 of these sentiments. Happy birthday to a very special friend. So we're going to go with them. When I am doing 2 sentiments like this, I find it's best to do them separately rather than trying to get them kind of both in the right place at the same time. So I am going to a very special friend. So I'm going to go there. Oh, thank you, Angel. Okay. So stampy stamp there. So we have to a very special friend. I did my trick of wiping it with my finger. It's not a good trick, anyone. It's a really bad habit that I have, but I just can't get out of it. And then we're going to go stampy stamp there. And I find that doing it like that helps me line it up a little bit better. So there we go. All right, so let's get our flowers again in the place that we want them to be. And then we want that pink one popping out there. All right. We could keep that all together with, I don't know, a piece of tape. We can keep it together with some of that press and seal. But you're all going to think I'm really weird. You can actually keep it together with your sticky mat as well. So this is the smooth side that you would normally keep it on, but you can stick it down and everything will kind of stick on that too. So it's very multi-purpose. So that's all stuck down, and then we're going to stick all of these pieces together with some foam tape. All right. Okay. And I'm trying to overlap the kind of pieces with the tape so everything gets stuck together as one. There we go. I'm going to add a little bit more tape at the top. There you go. Okay, so yeah, the sticky mat, it is so handy. So handy, so handy. Right, okay. So I'm going to pick this up now. And because, you know, that tape's overlapped all of the various pieces, it's stuck everything together. Move that over to the side. And I'm going to pop that over there. All right. So, okay, we have been able to create 2 projects. I think this one's my favorite. That yellow really makes things a little bit lighter, but again, this one's very pretty. I know that we don't like to think of sympathy cards but I think that this one would be a very nice sympathy card to give to someone. But this one, very pretty as well. So Julie, at the minute we have 2 sizes of sticky mats. We have, oh, I'm just gonna grab my sticky mats out. So we do have a square one, and I would recommend, if you are buying sticky mats, get some storage for it as well. We have the Zip and Stash in stock, and the mats, even the large one, the 9x12, fit in here perfectly, and you can see just how easy it is to grab them out. They don't stick to the sides. You don't have to think about keeping the packaging. This one here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.5 by 7.5, and then we have the 8x11 mat, and then we're also going to have a mat that fits inside the Stamp Wheel 2.0. So there's so many different pieces. Yes. So there are things. So here are the 2 cards that we came out with, and we did use 3 different products. We used the Stitched Scalloped Circles die set. We used the Mod Squares 3D embossing folder. And then we used the Build a Garden Nature's Magic. Now, if you're going to get the Build a Garden Nature's Magic, you do get the simple coloring stencil set, which includes 4 stencils. You're going to get the stamp set and also the die set as well. So we created a lot, and you're going to be able to create a lot of different things with just those as well. So here are the ones that we came out with. Thank you so much, everyone. I really do hope you like these, and they are a little bit different than what we normally do, a little bit more classy, I would say. Sometimes I do get a little bit excited and run off, but I did stick to my plan today. Right, I'm going to move you guys up again now so I can fare thee well. So thank you everyone for joining me today. I really do hope that this has really inspired you to go to your craft room, grab out some supplies, even if they're oldie but goodies, and create some beautiful projects. Thank you everyone for joining me. Thank you to the amazing Angel for keeping on top of me, adding those links in, and even correcting me when I got the ink formula wrong. Thank you. Thank you, Angel. Thank you, everyone, and I will see you again all very, very soon. We really do hope that you have a great weekend, and everyone, we really hope that you don't forget to craft your life. Thank you, everyone. Have a great weekend, and see you again soon. Bye-bye.